Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I'm here to present the Talking Heads episode of Understanding the Interconnectedness of Each Other on USA Global TV and Radio, and of course, E360 TV. So welcome to you all. Right, so let's get on with the topic for this week. The topic for this week is about understanding the interconnection with each other. You're thinking, and I know what you're thinking, it must be, what on earth does that mean? I mean, if someone comes up to you in the middle of the street, so what is the interconnectedness between you two? Unless you're a highly intellectual, then maybe you might understand the intellectual, but I'm going to go into and dive into the spirituality of the understanding of the interconnectedness of understanding with each other. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. Back in the heyday, when I first went to London, I was 19 years old, and I was fresh from living from a town called Bradford that's in West Yorkshire, which is in the UK, but it's up north, as they say, and it's a small town called Bradford. I was brought up there, so therefore it was very how can I say, just small town, small people, everyone just going about their own ways, their own routine, their own, nothing about dreaming big. And I always had this dream to go out from Bradford and know there was something more to me than just living in my hometown. So I went to London, and because in Bradford I was very uplifted person, I was talking to everyone in Bradford. I was just talking to everyone. It was like a community, especially where I belonged to. So when I went to London, I was astonished. I went to live there and I was astonished at the massive growth of it all and how many people were there. But because I came from sunny Bradford, as I call it, I went in there and when I walked down the street, I go, hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi. And they're like, do you know, they were just either nodding their head, putting it down like this, or crossing the road, walking the other way, or just to get away from me. They must have thought I was a nutter. Because how can I say, in being human is not about it's not about being, how can I say, polite, as in we're a family. We're all noted as family in spirituality, but being a human in our human form, in the preconditioned ways of living in our fear-based life, living with our outside reality and what we've been taught previously and from our elders and from the background that we grew up in. We've been taught to kind of wait until you really know someone and then you let your guard down and then you start to open out and relax. It's not about a stranger coming up to you and just being full of life and full of light. Because at that time, I mean, I'm 54 now. So when I was 19, that was a long while ago. People thought that it just didn't resonate with their programming, with the way they were to be human. So what happened then? Now, this is really interesting. Life always shows me lessons. I then went to work in a nightclub. And in the nightclub, obviously, the hours are completely different. And you get out of the nightclub at 3 a.m. maybe. By the time you get packed and maybe go for something in a cafe, like something like an all-night cafe, you get home and you get home for about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So by the time you've had your sleep and then you're walking around, usually I would walk around the town in London. It would be generally about 1 o'clock. I'd kind of surface, get ready, 12 o'clock and start to walk around. And I felt like a vampire. I had the energy of a vampire, purely because I was working in the evening. So all my energy was all concentrated and focused in the evening, being the night owl. So therefore, when I was meeting people during the day, I wasn't as bright as I was when I first came to London. It's almost like my light was getting dimmer and dimmer. And I felt like a vampire. And that made me realize only now that it's difficult for us as humans to accept someone at first contact, where you embrace someone's light and their energy, a stranger, and to engage in conversation with them. It's almost you put your shutters up, you put your guards up. So that made me realize when I was walking around like a vampire in the middle of the day, because I felt like a vampire, people wouldn't even, it was really strange, because that's when people would actually come and talk to me, and I'd say hello and they would talk to me. So I wasn't as bright as I was, but I was dimmed. But to me, the resonance, the vibration, where they were coming from. So to be human. And that stuck with me. So in the way that we've just come from as a human collective consciousness, as planetary Gaia, Mother Earth, we've just come from one era. We've come out of one era, and that era was the Piscean age. And the Piscean age was to do with surviving, with how can I say, even separation, segregation, competition. Basically what 3D is, limited, where the powerful and the elite control, and then they need what you call the minions, where they give so much and then they create the massive big celebrities, the idols, our modern day idols, where you get people that spend all their money from all their hard-earned work to go and watch their idol, which is great, but it also keeps you in that vibration, saying, oh, I'm just going to admire them from afar. I could never be that. I could never be that. So what it's all about is we have to realize we have that power. We can become all we wish to be because we are connected to that person who's a celebrity, or whoever is building a life, a great life, and is a great representation in all media and has built a great kudos. Instead of us, as a normal human would react and either have some kind of envy or unworthiness, thinking, oh, well, they can do that, I could never do that. But what we have to realize is what they have achieved, we are part of anyway, because we are part of the collective human consciousness. Now, before, in the Piscean age, that connectedness was severed completely. So it was all about one-upmanship, survival, competition, manipulation, all these lower vibrational. Yet, what's really strange about this is that we felt so connected to that vibration of separation, of not being worthy, not achieving our dreams, always letting the stronger, conquer, where the weak and the willed will just willow. So we were all part of that energy anyway. Now we're into the Aquarian age, and the Aquarian age is being true humanitarian. It's about being connected, about us all working in unity, all working towards making our planet a better place, a more habitable place to live, in the way of our mannerism, in the way of environment, in the way of our thoughts, our words, our actions, our deeds. Everything is now not separated. It is unified. So when we begin our work now in this golden age, in this age of Aquarian, it is about doing work that is for the highest good, is for the highest, meaning the higher consciousness, for the collective human consciousness. So now we're going to be feeling more connected, because that separation is, how can I say, it's erasing from our programming, purely because we are waking up to our hearts connected to other hearts around the world. So we are one. We are one collective. We are connected by our hearts, by our thoughts, by our minds, by our actions. And everything that we say, do, and think is all connected in the big, it's almost like a big soup, the big soup bowl, and all the ingredients are all going into this soup. Therefore, if someone is doing phenomenally well, then we have to celebrate that, because if they're doing phenomenally well, it means that is a contribution to the human collective consciousness, and it needs to be celebrated. It's in the same way as when we say goodbye to someone who's going on the other side of the veil. Yes, we go through the process. Yes, we go through the grieving. We go through how we feel at that time. But we also have to remember that we have to celebrate their life. And by us constantly in the grieving process, we are holding that spirit, that soul of that person you loved. You're holding them here to the earth. So they say, as above, so below. And that is so true. So we are now, before it was different, because in the Piscean age, it was separate. It's almost like you ascended, but you had to be out of your body. You had to go across the veil and then ascend. Many prophets did ascend here, but their words were misconstrued, confused. There was lots of errors made during that time. But sometimes it's there for a reason. All those errors are there because we're not ready as a human collective. As humans, we're not ready to evolve. But now we're in the Aquarian age, the golden age. The Aquarian age began 2020. That means that's humanitarian. It means we are going from being separation to unified, all for the evolving of our home planet. Because we're not going to get help to save our planet. We're going to get we're going to get ideas from the universe if we're open to that, our hearts are open. But we have to do this ourselves. It's only us as the human collective consciousness that is going to save our planet through our actions, through our deeds, through our pure intentions, wanting to really save our home planet. So that is interconnectedness on a planetary level. So the age of Aquarian is about us as humans evolving, human being, becoming galactic. So now the veil is becoming thinner. So when we lose our loved ones and they've gone over, we must celebrate their life, release and let go, and know that someday, somehow, some way, we will meet them in another dimension, or maybe here on Earth. Who knows how it's all going to plan out. What is not good to do is when we are constantly in mourning for them, because if they're doing work across the veil, as in spirit, we inhibit them, we keep them chained to the earthbound when they need to be released. So that's interconnectedness on an earth, from an earthbound to the high heavens, spirit world. We'll call it spirit world. So it's really important that we have to start celebrating each other. We have to try and stop this one-upmanship, feeling of being left out, which I honestly have been given that lesson today. I really have. And you know what? When you're on your spiritual journey, there's little tests that come in. And I have to say, and I'm being transparent with you all, I thought that, yeah, I'm doing well with my spirituality, but then the tests come through. And it's not when you're prepared. And it might be when you're really feeling on a downer, and then you get the test then. Because then you get your real reaction to it. It means that there's more work to do, which I'm so grateful for that lesson to come through. And that is the lesson of imposter. Feeling that you're part of something, and then suddenly, because you're not part of something that is, you're part of it, but everything has to be in different parts, but it's all part of the whole anyway. So when you think, oh, I'm not part of that first part, then you think, oh, then I'm not part of it. But my lesson today was about the interconnectedness of it. And the interconnectedness is, you can't put postings of everyone in one posting. Not at all. So once all the postings are completed and the team is there, then you know, wow, this is part of the team. But if you complain at the beginning part of it and not listening and homing in and watching and just judging at the first posting, then that's something that was within me. That was my imposter syndrome. And I thank you, Dr. Jacqueline, for giving me that beautiful lesson. I really do. You know, what's important about when you're on a spiritual journey, or when you're on your journey of the heart, these lessons come in, and they come in, you don't know when they're going to come in. Even if you say, I'm prepared for this lesson, and you learn about it, you learn how to cope with it, and you learn what to do, even in your mind shift. The way about life is, what's the point in being tested if you already got, okay, this is the test today, this is the test, I'm ready, okay? That's not what the universe, that's not what school of life is. The school of life is, these lessons come in when we're not actually prepared for them. And that's what you have to look at. Do not ever get so overconfident, so egoistic, or so comfortable in your journey that you say, I can handle anything. I can handle it. Don't throw it at me. I can handle anything. Can you? It was proved today. I failed, but I didn't fail because I saw it in the end. I did see it. And like a program, like a computer, it's gone into my programming now. And it's almost when something of a similar nature might happen again, I can bring up that program because I'm on that spiritual journey. And that was my lesson. That's interconnectedness. Interconnectedness is about being part of Mother Earth. Yeah, spiritual body, she has ascended. After the eclipse, she has ascended. Her physical body has now ascended. Her spiritual body ascended 2020, sorry. But her physical body has ascended. And what's happening now is that we are all changing into from our carbon dense bodies, which was needed at that time and most required when we were going through the Piscean age. However, for the Aquarian age, if it's all about humanitarian and having love and care for ourselves, self-love, self-care, self-awareness, but also the fact that we are part of each other. This is why age of Aquarian, our bodies have to become crystalline, and crystalline so that we can take in the new energies. So right now what's happening is there's major cleansing, major purging, lots of things are coming up to be resolved, and one of them was mine today, and it's probably going to continue other lessons. We are here in the University of Life, the School of Life, to learn. We won't ever, in the next 5 years, we won't ever be living actually 5D, 6D, 7D. No, because there's so much clearing to do. But what has been decided is the light, the love has won. And what's left is the clearing up. We have to clean our bodies. We have to, because our bodies are crystalline and they have changed from dense to crystalline. And that's why a lot of us are having manifestations of certain things, of illness, or where normally it would take a long time, it's taking quicker, because we need to prepare ourselves as human collective consciousness. We are evolving into galactic, where we are connecting to our galactic brothers and sisters of the stars, and our earthly brothers and our elders that have gone on. We are all connected, and that's how magical we're all in. We're all in these beautiful times. I'm going to, one more thing. Yes, interconnectedness. We have to also remember that we don't just have this life. We've had many lives and multidimensional lives where we've played a father, a mother, a son. We've been a man or a woman or a lover, or we played many, many parts. We've had different color skin, culture. We've also, some of us have also been living on other planets in the universe. So we've had blue skin, yellow skin, orange skin. We've looked like an animal with all kinds of things, all kinds of great, beautiful things. Its possibilities are infinite. We are now even stronger because we are going crystalline, because we're in the Aquarian. This is coming up even more. And we have to remember that these beings from different planetary systems are not going to appear yet, because we can't even treat each other with a love and respect and accept each other's culture. Soon as we can do this, we will see our galactic brothers and sisters. Although there is people, even myself, speak light language, there's sacred geometry, but that's a different conversation completely. All I'm trying to say in this episode is understanding the interconnectedness, the vibration, the energy of us as a human collective consciousness from the earth energies, and of course now from the spiritual realm, the interconnectedness of our galactic brothers and sisters, and our angels and our archangels and our guardians. Oh my goodness, it is ascended masters as well. It is magical. We are in magical times, and there's lots of clearing to do, and we've still got a way to go. But you know what? The battle is won. The battle is won. We have won. We have actually evolved. Otherwise, we would have perished. We would have perished like the last golden age. But this time, we as a human collective consciousness, we have done it. We have achieved this. As wow, isn't that wonderful? I mean, that's the best gift ever. We are evolving, everyone, beloved hearts out there. We have We are evolving and we're clearing. So it's not good to judge. Try not to judge anymore. Look at what you're feeling. Become that doctor within and look and pay attention to your feelings and pay attention to what's around you. And as Dr. Jacqueline says, elevated listening is crucial in this lifetime right now. In order for us to evolve as human beings, we need to upgrade our listening in every way. And that's what I'm going to come to next, is that it's time to invest in yourself. And that doesn't mean investing in yourself, in your material goods and everything. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But you know what? We all know that program. You go shopping, you have that wonderful thing, you buy it, it gives you 5 minutes of happiness, and then, whoa, what happens? Yeah. So it's time to fulfill our lives with different gifts. Gifts that are going to help someone change their lives. Gifts that will help uplift someone, to help them through something that no material gift can heal them or make them. It gives them short time happiness, but like what, a few hours, what's that? You know, a few hours happiness compared to the next chapter in your life being happiness and being able to draw from the wellness and goodness of life. Rather than short-time happiness, go shopping and have that designer dress, have those designer shoes or that car and everything. Short-time happiness, people. Short-time happiness. Time to gift your loved ones something unique. And something unique would be to join the power of elevated listening and learn to listen and learn to have a whole new spectrum on your life. You might be with your relationships, it will improve. You might have been missing things, and if you listen more and pay attention more and be aware, you're going to get the gems in life. You're going to be able to work things through. You're going to be able to mend things and have the power to break, to come away from people, situations that no longer serve you. And that's what myself and Dr. Jacqueline have. We have joined together and we have incredible courses on the power of elevated coursing, which was about transcending from your 3D life. So from your limited life, from your misery, I would say miserable life, not being able to have your own full potential life. We help you. We give you the tools. We can't give you the answer. We give you the tools. You work with the tools and you will receive the answer. That's the whole beauty of it. You have got the guru inside you. But in order to access the guru inside you and understand, you need to work with the tools and understand how the tools work. To then the divine, your heart, will talk to you and give you the solutions. But you need to activate that. And that's what Dr. Jacqueline and myself do. We have courses where you can help to activate your true voice, the power of breathing, the power of understanding what you want in your life by singing what you want in your life, with your affirmations, actually singing what you want to achieve rather than saying it. It has a different vibration. We have about understanding about plants and flowers and understanding about the childlike essence, play, which is absolute vital now. We have got so serious as a human race that we need to loosen up and lighten up. We need to go back to our childlike essence and balance it out. But if we want to balance it out, what's required is to look at our shadows, look at all our traits, look at the way we are in life, how we treat people, how we treat ourselves. If we need extra therapy, only you will know if you invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and take these courses, because we are in the Aquarian age. The way you lived your life previously in the Piscean age, that will not flow with the energy of the golden age, of the Aquarian age, because you need to transcend from the limited life. You need to come out of your head. You need to come out of judging about your outer reality. You need to go within and grow and evolve your world within, which will have an instant reflection to your outer world and change things. And you will magnetize new things. You will magnetize abundance. Abundance isn't just money. Abundance is full health, wealth. Abundance is about learning a new hobby that you find, wow, I actually have a thing for this. I'm actually pretty good at this. It's about achieving the full potential as a human being connected to our inner world and balancing out. And that's what we can do for you at a measly, get this, 50, I think it's about $50. What is $50? You go to the pub, you have a couple of pints. I think that's a bit more than that, really. Or you go, like I said, it's short time happiness. It's time to now look and invest in yourself and learn to grow. Learn to grow. Learn to truly love yourself. Learn, and through that, what will be awakened and apparent to you is the interconnectedness of each other. You see, there is one thing here, and the lesson is here. If you're always talking about someone, yeah, it means that you don't even know yourself yet. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I've thoroughly enjoyed sharing with you on interconnectedness of each other. I will see you next week. Thank you, E360 TV viewers, and thank you, USA Global TV and Radio. You are an amazing mothership platform, absolutely interplanetary, global. And I urge anyone out there to sign up and become part of this community and family and share your brand, share your story, because we are all interconnected on a planetary level. We are evolving galactic. Thank you, everyone. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Zane Carson Carruth, and I'm the author of this book, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever.
Reading is magic. Studies have shown that reading to your children lays the foundation for greater success in life. Reading helps develop language and vocabulary skills. It helps improve memory, and it encourages curiosity and inspires creativity. The benefits are immeasurable, and as a parent, you'll benefit too. In only 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll be creating more memories and a bonding experience that will last for years to come. So take time to read to your children. Read them books about things that engage and interest them. Tales of fairies and magic fascinate children, and as everyone knows, the Tooth Fairy is at the top of the list. If your child loves magic, wands, adventure, and what child doesn't, you'll love reading them books from the trademarked series, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever. Follow along as Bella, the world's first tooth fairy, accidentally starts the tooth fairy tradition. Learn the tricks of being a professional tooth fairy in the book, Bella Starts a Tooth Fairy School. Your child's imagination will soar as you read the adventures of Bella and her magic wand. These wonderful books are available at worldsfirsttoothfairy.com and at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.
This program is brought to you in part by the British School of Excellence and founder, Mr. Philip Sykes, building confidence, changing lives. Do you share our view that etiquette is a set of modern life skills that are essential for personal and professional success? Join us as an etiquette coach and change people's lives through the power of etiquette and manners.
The last few days have been really amazing. I had a trainer course from the British School of Etiquette.
And I must say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made and one of the best investments I've made in my own training and development.
Now, words alone will not describe the transformation and the positive path that I have traveled with the British School of Etiquette.
I find I learned a lot from the lessons this time I came.
The last few days with the British School of Etiquette have been fantastic.
And what I've learned now is really beyond my expectations.
This is the most rewarding experience and the best investment I have made this year.
It was just great. I learned so much, and when I go back to Belgium I will incorporate a lot of it into my day-to-day life and business.
It's been absolutely wonderful for the whole week that we were here.
I feel transformed, and I feel like blowing a trumpet and tell people, come and do this school, this class is the best, this is the best school ever.
You should take it. It will change your life immediately.
I am now able to teach other people how to bring the best of them.
Thank you.
Thank you, BSc.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you to our clients for their testimonials on the Train the Trainer program. Our exponential and global growth is so significant that we've evolved from the British School of Etiquette to the British School of Excellence, where we're investors in people. Let us invest in you and your career. Contact us to become an etiquette coach. Go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. Start your career and elevate your success today.